Hey Pierce, I'm just going to take you through a whole workout more or less of what I want you to be working on from warm up all the way to the drills that I want you to do and what I want you to focus on while you're practicing, followed by a couple of stretches to do afterwards. You can really work on this for a couple of weeks, and then once this becomes super easy, we'll move on. So the first thing that we're going to do here is a stretch or a dynamic stretch called Good Mornings. I don't think we ever did them with you at practice. This is basically the first half of a squat. It's basically doing a squat, but it's only the motion from your hips. So we're not really getting to the part to your legs yet. So here's how you do it. You're going to start by standing here, feet shoulder width apart-ish. I'm just going to turn so that you can see what I'm doing. As with anything, you're going to get a nice athletic bend in the knees, just about 5 or 10 degrees to kind of relieve the pressure here. Then what you're going to do is think about not moving the back, think about moving the hips. My back is going to be dead straight this whole exercise, this whole warm up, and I'm just going to move from the hips here. I'm going to think about pushing my hips back as far as they can go. Notice how I have to lean forward a little bit, but I'm not leaning forward because that's the goal of the exercise. I'm leaning forward because if I don't, I will literally just fall over. So I'm pushing my hips back, and I'm keeping my hips up nice and high. Keeping them up high with just a slight bend from the hips, and then I'm releasing. When you do this, you should get a nice stretch right in the hamstrings here, back of the leg. That's what we said we're working on with you. So we'll do it again, and that's 1 rep. Push the hips back, keep the hips as high as we can. Feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings, and release. And that's 1 rep. You can go a little bit quicker. Notice how it's a pretty short range of motion. We're definitely not coming all the way down to here. You really won't need to unless you're incredibly flexible, which I'm not, and you're definitely not either. Also, we're no curve in the back like this. Again, this is not a back exercise. This is stretching the hamstrings. So keep the back straight, push the hips back, keep the hips up high. Try not to bend the legs any more than you need to. All right. And be patient through the exercise. If you're not really feeling it in your hamstrings, one thing that you can do is when you're down here in this position, think about trying to straighten your knees just a little bit. If you're in this position with nice straight back, you try to straighten your knees, you're going to feel it in your hamstrings like crazy. All right, so that's it for that part. What I want to do is recap what we've been working on with you drill-wise, just to make sure it's fresh in your brain, and we're going to do that on the erg as an erg warm-up. So we were doing pause at body's over, I believe, for the sake of maintaining your body angle as you recover. So I'm going to do that for you really quick. All right, so you're going to be starting back here. Arms, body, pause. Take a second. Mentally reflect on where your body is, how your body is nice and straight, and maintain that body angle all the way up to the catch. Pause. We're going to go a little faster. I'm not putting any power down just because we're just focusing on get the body angle, keep the body angle. Get the body angle here, keep the body angle here. That's it. Get the body angle here, keep it up to here. you can do a little bit of regular rowing if you want to. Anytime I do a pause drill, I always like to go into regular rowing, so I kind of started doing that already. When you're regular rowing, the key is you're doing the drill, you're just not pausing anymore. You're just doing this, you row exactly the same as if you were rowing the drill, you just don't stop. So, same thing, get the body angle here, just don't stop, and keep it up to here. Get it, keep it. Get it, keep it. Get it, keep it. So you want to row like that for a couple of minutes, just really focusing on getting the body angle, keeping the body angle. Now, as promised, here's the next step of this, and you're going to see in a second why we had to do this first. Once you're up to here, you have your body angle. You kept the body angle. The next thing that you like to do is you like to open with the body. And that's silly because the whole point of rowing, the whole point is to isolate the legs. Get the power from the legs to the handle. So for that to happen, we need to keep the body angle here, then continue keeping the body angle all the way through the leg drive. Then you can open it up. So, in short, we get the body angle here, keep it here. Now continue to keep the body angle all the way until you push back. And that's really where we're going with this in the summer program. Or fall, or whatever we're doing. So get it here. Keep it all the way through the leg drive. A drill that you can do instead of pause is you can do legs only rowing. So you have your body angle just like you would on the pause drill. You go legs in, legs out. And that mimics your leg drive. That's literally exactly what you would do from here. You would go legs in, you catch, you push the legs out, and your body angle does not move the whole time. This is just a snapshot of the catch side of the stroke. You can do this for a few minutes, and then you can go back to regular rowing. But when you go back to regular rowing, remember, the key is you have to incorporate that into your normal stroke. So I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it slowly. Get the body angle, keep it, keep it, keep it, now lay back. Get the body angle, keep it, keep it, keep it, now lay back. All right. So after you row like that for a few minutes, and you don't need to row hard, you just need to row focusing on the technique. I'd rather you row for 20 minutes, really, really, really focusing on that technique, not taking a single stroke without focusing on that, and then just stop there. I'd rather you do that than row for 2 hours with only the first 5 minutes being focused. Finally, you can go to that last stretch that I showed you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it from here. So just that one stretch where you have one foot in front of the other, and you kick the hips back. That last stretch is very, very similar to a good morning. The only difference is both legs are being the stretching legs. So when you're doing a good morning, you can actually try to mimic the feeling on that last stretch, because I know I showed you that one in person. Let me know if you have any questions here. Happy to help. Yeah, this should hold you over for a little while at least. All right, see you later.